Good morning. Welcome to Reformed Studio. My name is Chipita Sibale. In our morning devotions, the next few mornings, we will be considering the whole aspect of sin, but under the broad heading of Achan's sin, lessons not to be forgotten. And this will be drawn from Joshua and the 7th chapter. So let me read for you Joshua chapter 7 and verse 1. But the people of Israel broke faith in regard to the devoted things, for Achan, the son of Carmi, the son of Zabdi, the son of Zerah, of the tribe of Judah, took some of the devoted things, and the anger of the Lord burned against the people of Israel. Now it's very interesting that the historical narrative in Joshua 7 gives us information on a man who was thrust onto the scene of history by his negative example. If it was not for this episode, I doubt that would have known anything about Achan, but is brought to the scene of history because of this negative example. But it's also interesting that when you read the theme of the book of Joshua, it's spiritual victory. That's really the theme. We see God slowly fulfilling his promise to Abraham that his descendants will possess the promised land. And Joshua 7 comes after a major victory in Joshua chapter 6, the defeat of Jericho. Now in Joshua chapter 6 and verse 18, we see God's clear command to the people of Israel. And the Bible reads, "But you keep yourselves from the things devoted to destruction, lest when you have devoted them, you take any of the devoted things and make the camp of Israel a thing for destruction and bring trouble upon it." And when we get to Joshua 7, we see a contrast there as the chapter begins, but something has happened there. The people of Israel broke faith in regard to the devoted things. Now what you clearly see there, the Bible communicating to us, is that sin is a violation of God's clear commands. Sin violates God's clear command. God had clearly sent a word through Joshua about what would happen to the things of Jericho. But here now we see a man called Achan who violates that clear command of God and brings in the things that were meant to be devoted, destroyed. And this is the lesson. The seriousness of sin is seen in how man disregards God's clear commands. The Bible clearly states what sin is, but man holds the truth of God in unrighteousness and therefore sins against God. We also see that in the sin of our first parents, Adam and Eve, they sinned against God, and the command from God was very clear. And this is the lesson for those of us that are watching, to you and to myself, that when we sin against God, it's not because of a lack of information or ignorance. It's we sin against clear commands from God, because we know what God commands and we know what God forbids. So next time, remember that the seriousness of sin is that it violates God's clear commands.